We're all fine.
Good.
Fuego, fuego. How you feeling? Allergies good?
I think so. I told them I just finished a Red Bull.
She got the Red Bull.
That was another one
Hopefully I'm
on
up. Thank you for asking.
There you go. Is that 3 with the sound effects and the...
Right.
Who just got out the car?
Uh-oh.
Who just got out the car?
10 o'clock on the dot is what I got. Well, my time.
Right. Yeah, you is on your time. Yeah. We are live, you guys. We are live. What? All the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's my sister Candace Echoes. Good evening to you, sis. Welcome. Hopefully, Larry is up over there, or did he go night night? Oh no. So, I'm glad to know that Miss Day is here. I was a little nervous. I was a little worried. Last week she was going ham on me last week.
Yeah.
I thought she was in jail for murder or something was the case that they gave me. I don't know. But hey, she's here. She's here. I appreciate you.
Well, we can't see her, so we don't know if she...
reporting live from a cell. I don't know. I don't know. Good evening.
I'm calling to a third party.
Right? Miss Ilona Wade's in the building from the Facebook world tonight. What? No YouTube tonight, Ilona? Thank you for being here. Let's see who else we got. PK's in the building. Memphis, Tennessee. Always representing.
PK.
Always representing, of course. I definitely dig it and appreciate it. All the way from the NOG, or shall I say from the NO, the boot. We got Keita Keita's in the building from New Orleans. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. It's my brother Clutch, Eric Johnson. What up, man? You up past your bedtime? Oh no, I'm sorry. That's Larry. That's up past his bedtime. Thank you for being here, Clutch. Appreciate you. Larry says, "What it do, people? What it do? What's good, man? Thank you for staying up."
Why they call you Tuna Man?
Tuna Man. That's the question of the night. Miss Day said, "Why they call you Tuna Man?" Maybe you could tell her. Candace says, "I'm sleepy." I must be sleepy because I can't type tonight. Oh, don't worry about it. You'll wake up in a minute. Go get you some coffee or something. V-Rod's in the building. Hey, Busy. Oh, Busy. That's my club brother right there. I ain't even gonna say no more on that one. I'm gonna just be quiet. Anywho, it's good to have everybody here. Yes. I thought sure, they're gonna come. Miss Day just. Oh no, who was that? 3 done fell out. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's 3. Verdina Garrett's here. Good evening to you, ma'am. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I have to give you a call and follow up our conversation from the other day. Shoot, me too. Anywho, we got my man Corey Lavelle playing in the background. We're going to go ahead, you guys, and get our show started properly. We're going to do it something like that.
Look. This has its. Hey, I'm trying to bring the West back. Tell them that I said that. Avenue, the true respect the youth surviving setbacks. I'm from where you gotta keep it glocky for the get back. And every time I drive somebody yaki on my dispatch, got her like, ooh, like the way he move, like the way he talking, how he doing what he do, like the way he step 1, 2, 1, 2. Get to know me, baby, take a walk in my shoes. I be dropping hits, ayy, every hit is critical. Ism from the hood where it's good and political. My dance be gorilla, I'm a big individual. Had to learn to shoot cause niggas spooky for the physical. Ruger with a beam on it, but they spend a G on it. Yesterday's price ain't today's up the fee on them. Family I don't need, homie. Always been
Some good looking grown folk.
grown folk.
And for
I
some
just
strange
got.
reason, all of them ain't on here. We missing somebody missing off here.
We still missing 3, and you know.
Well, I see 5 spaces, but I only see 4 faces.
Whatever, David. Don't start.
Shoot, be do. Anywho, tonight's episode. Oh, here comes that guy.
The assassin is in the
The
building.
assassin's here. Tonight's episode, you guys,
Snoopy.
is brought to
What's
you
up,
by
everybody?
what up, man? A&D Vehicle Registration and Services. We had Miss Melanie Jackson on last week.
Miss
You
Jackson,
can reach her if
Jackson.
you want to. That part right there. You can reach her at 424-309-9242 if you need to get your vehicle registered, all that good stuff, them DMV type transactions. Reach out to A&D Vehicle Registrations and let them take care of your needs if you don't go to the DMV or AAA. Please allow me
You
a
sound
moment,
like a
you
real
guys.
commercial too.
Sound like a real commercial. You like that? You like that? Let me introduce our great grown folk them. We're gonna go in no certain order. I'm just gonna pull them out. Pow! All the way here in the building. Our our baby of the bunch.
No.
Right? One of the twins. I'm gonna call them our baby twins. We got Tanya, AK 100 Proof, in the building.
Good evening.
Hello.
All right. Our other baby twin in the building. Fuego's in the building.
Hello.
She's full of caffeine.
It's the
Oh, you
dude
got a
himself.
haircut, huh?
Ooh,
No, this is a hairpiece. I'm a
No, don't do that.
Ooh,
Don't do
please
that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Oh shoot!
Because
It's
this
the
show will be
dumbass.
canceled.
Right.
A mess.
It's the dude Devin in the building, y'all.
yeah.
Always coming to you from a remote location. Today is undisclosed. Look like he's up in his treehouse.
Nope.
I don't know. He's in his treehouse hanging
You
out.
are full.
But it's nice to see that the sun is still up. This is my little big brother, Snoopy Cliff Mello.
Snoopy.
And whoops. And last but not least, we got that one
A picture.
Good picture.
it's
Is
Miss
that what
Day
you
in the
doing,
building.
Miss Day?
Hey,
Is that what you doing?
Miss Day is
I don't need to
busy
be
doing
seeing
something.
this
Shoot, be done.
Oh.
Here we go.
in my Ice Cube voice.
Don't give me in trouble.
And for y'all, you know, I'm your host tonight, Onyx.
Yay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
Where's 3?
3 was dropping off Marcus for basketball practice, so she should be
Okay.
back in here any
Need
minute,
trade for
hopefully.
something.
So tonight's episode of Gentlemen After Dark, man, is gonna be an intense one. And let me flip this around. Sorry, Tanya. We need to make sure we get all of you. Shoot, be do.
Wait,
There
I
we
got
go.
one question before you start. Dana,
Uh-oh.
Yes.
did they interrogate you? Did they interrogate you yet?
Did they ask you about us? Let's start
Right.
there.
Thank you.
Make sure I'm clear.
Have you been talking to them people?
People need you know?
Onyx,
Okay.
check your phone. Look at your phone.
Right. Look at your. Do you hear any clicks?
Oh, let me check my phone right now. Checking my phone.
She ain't answered the question yet. I don't know.
Right.
if
She
y'all-
still ain't answered it.
I got alibi. I got an alibi.
Okay.
And now we can't see where she is, so we don't know who she
Exactly.
right now. Yeah, but yeah, that's him right there. He's in Memphis. He's the one.
I got a rock solid
See it on the
alibi.
page?
Can you
All
Rock
log
solid.
Let me see.
Or just have them send them to the YouTube. GMAN After Dark.
Who you talking to?
I'm talking to Tanya. 100 Proof.
Oh.
G-Man After Dark. Send them there.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna put y'all in on our little. It's a funny moment, but it's not a funny moment. Last week we had, good conversation. Brought up some topics. I always make reference to this young man, and I'm going to make reference to him tonight. Those of you who may be offended or mad at me, I'm sorry, but I'm going to pay my respects accordingly. Rest your soul peacefully, Kevin Samuels, dead at 57 years of age. I know a lot of people did not care for him too much, and there are a lot of people who did. Miss Day was one of those individuals who politely requested of me that I no longer listen to, follow anything from Mr. Samuels. And lo and behold, like not even 24 hours later, we get the disturbing news that this guy was no longer here. It just goes to show you how serious life is. You could be here today, you could be gone today. I don't know all the details. Most of us, especially here with the grown folk them of Gentlemen After Dark, we were trying to figure out, like, man, what happened? We was waiting for TMZ, which it took TMZ a whole 24 hours for them to even confirm whether or not he had passed or not. But I say thank you to him for the message that he delivered. It wasn't a popular message for a lot of people, and there are still individuals who are not happy about the guy at all. But guess what? It is what it is. He spoke the truth on a lot of instances, and for some of us, we just didn't like it.
Somebody got their vibrator on.
Yeah, I hear it. I'm not sure who it is.
Whoever that was probably there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So, without further ado, I'm not going to talk about him all night. I am going to leave that right there where it is. For those of you who are, in a state of awe, I'm in a state of awe with you. For those of you who watch this show, hey, I'm sure you learned some things. It might not have been the popular message, but you learned some stuff, and that's where I'm at with it on that. So, Ms. Day, we glad that you're still here, though, because you was animate about leave him alone. So I guess I don't have no choice but to watch reruns if that's what I choose to do.
Nigga said rerun.
Rerun.
She got quiet.
She
got quiet. Anywho, so tonight, you guys, when I started this Gentlemen After Dark 6 seasons ago, I said I didn't want to talk about religion. I don't want to talk about politics, and I didn't want to talk about sex. I did. But by request, somebody said, hey, have you guys ever talked about, does size really matter? And I was like, well, no, I never have had that conversation. So I figured, you know what? Let me make a flyer and let's see what happens. So instantly I put up a flyer just like this one right here. Small, big, does size really matter? And I'm not going to say thank you to the person who suggested this topic of conversation because my inbox went berserk. And Sasha Pooh, if you are watching, you don't have to watch tonight. You don't have to watch tonight because I know it's gonna go to the left. So
we need context.
It's coming. It's coming.
Because I like a big truck.
Yeah, like we talk about tires. We talk about firearms,
wallets, big wallets.
Yeah,
big fat wallets.
That piece of chicken, the
20-inch rims don't roll right.
The big piece of chicken. Let's talk about it.
I like the big chicken. All men deserve the big chicken piece of chicken. Well, not all men. Let me make that clear.
As long as it's juicy.
Yep, that's what we on. Chicken and
here we go.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
She lobbed it up. Skeet.
Juicy and moist. Don't forget the moist.
So this conversation, you guys, can go all kind of ways. I mean, I'm already
right. Mama, turn off. It's not for you, Mama.
12, 14, 25. Ooh. So we're gonna keep this as respectful as we can. But we're gonna be
Okay.
oh, that's funny.
Let me
Huh?
let me log out for the night then.
Hey,
You're right.
we're gonna
Censor,
keep
don't-
it as
don't be
respectful
censoring.
as we can, as we can. I didn't say we ain't gonna talk. We're gonna keep it as sensitive as we
You got
can.
a bleep button. You got one of them.
Ain't no censoring this gentleman after dark.
Oh, well, it's
No
dark then. Okay.
language, she's gone. So I'm gonna post up the question right here. Does size really matter? Now, my first question to this main question, does size really matter, is, ladies, why is it that when that question was asked, the very first thing y'all thought of was everything? Nah, nothing that had to do with rim tires, chicken, not maybe partly shoe size. But it had nothing to do with those innocent things. Do you want the large cup with your Happy Meal? Do you want the small cup with your Happy Meal?
Large fry.
They ask you that at McDonald's, right?
And
Wendy
yeah,
says,
yeah.
would you like biggie fry or small fry?
Why you bucking your eyes like that?
I mean, I'm just saying. That's what they asked, right?
Yeah.
But the ladies didn't ask that question.
Mm-mm.
Well, what are we talking about?
Context.
Right. And look, Michelle Finnison just said, I do large. Large
Large
what?
what?
Large what? Large what?
This is the context. You know? Is it the family size box of cereal or just
What? So you go to Costco all the time.
Do you upsize or keep that medium?
Hey.
Or is it medium?
Medium. Dana said, I'm gonna need you to stop playing. I'm not playing, I'm asking a question.
You're fumbling around in the dark.
Stop playing. Stop playing.
I mean, do you like a big guy or a little guy? Small guy. You want the 6 foot guy or you want the 5'8" guy? No? Tanya shaking her head like, no, that ain't it either. Really?
It depends because a 6'9" don't always mean 6'9".
It could be cancer or 69. It just depends. It depends on the punctuation. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay, wait. You said that just the women went to that. So what did the men think it was about?
I asked about chicken and tires and firearms.
Yep. Okay.
I said rims.
The bigger the gun.
And I said big Coke, small Coke.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I said.
The big bag of pop, jumbo box.
Let's have a conversation. We all grown. Let's have a conversation.
Okay, so yeah, so if you got a small firearm and somebody come to your house, you're gonna wish you had a big one. So yes, it's not.
Well, it depends who get to it first.
No more.
Hey, thank you, my brother. Kamal said, I was thinking motor.
Really?
You want that? It was a
350, 12,
375 motor, one of them big motor.
392 or something, you know.
Hey, if you riding a Harley, you got that 107, 117. No. Tanya said, let's talk about it. Okay, well, let's talk about it.
So why don't you go ahead and clarify what the question means?
Yes.
Right.
So, ladies, does size really matter? Maybe, Tanya, kick us off. You know, maybe you could start us off.
Does size really matter?
Yes.
I'm going to speak for me and only me because not all women share my opinion.
Okay.
But yes, it does. And when we say does size matter, we're talking about sexually, does size matter? And it does, because if it's not right, I could have had a V8. It was a waste of my time.
Oh, you're
Well,
talking
what's
motors again.
Yeah, we
V8 motor?
Obviously, she said V8. So
This is V8 motor? Is that what you're talking?
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Them Tesla motors move.
Hey,
Don't be fooled.
I hate y'all.
hey, I'm sorry.
So okay, go ahead.
Come on, Devin. Come on. So
No. I don't want to hear from the fellas just yet.
Yes, yeah, that's why I said
Not just yet. Hold on.
No, I had a question for what she said it matters, but what is that matters? What's the cutoff?
we're talking about sexually.
sexually.
The man, his swipe
What's the name?
is what I'm gonna call it.
His who?
What's it called?
Swipe.
Is what?
Oh, his swipe. Oh my God.
Swipe.
I ain't heard swipe since Dora the Explorer. Swiper, no
Right. Swiper, no swiping.
Swiper.
Now we know what it means. Years later.
Oh,
Okay, so she talking the projectile.
Phalanges.
But what she didn't answer my question. What's the cut? What is the cut?
What do you
Oh,
mean?
I said, well, what is your criteria for that?
As in length?
Whatever. Some women like the length, some women like the girth.
girth, length.
Yeah, so
I can do girth and length. Sit. Lower is yeah. Why y'all looking like that?
We're listening.
well, I'm listening.
Man, I want to hear this because this is good information we need to know. The world wants to know.
Uh-oh. Eggplants and cucumbers. Oh boy.
She don't want nobody coming in there with no pencil.
Right. Come on, Miss
Leave it to
Dana.
Miss Dana. Leave it to Miss Dana.
We're gonna look at
Okay. Okay. We're gonna pause on Tanya. Miss Day, fuego, please.
do you want to go first, Miss Day, or you want me to chime in?
Go ahead.
I don't know. Size does matter, but in another aspect as well. You could have something really big that doesn't know what they're doing. So I think it just depends on the person's chemistry, sexual chemistry you have with them. And yeah, because sometimes they just can't do it either. So
And you know what too? I was gonna say too, you don't want it to be too big to where it's uncomfortable.
right.
Look at Devin. You crying? You
Either
crying,
way,
Devin?
either way, big or small.
Right. You want
Either
it to be you want it to be a nice size, but you also want it to be comfortable to where you can enjoy it, because too big could also be you're not gonna have a good time.
So we are debating on, do we want the number 2 pencil, that yellow one, or do we want the kindergarten pencil, the big blue one? That's what we're saying.
Wow, this is.
We don't want the number 2 pencil.
Y'all don't want the number 2.
Uh-uh.
Okay. Thank you, Fuego. Thank you, Tanya. Okay, come on, pencil. Let me hear you,
Me
Dana.
say,
I'm not an expert on this subject, so
Say though. Come on
Nasty
with it.
shot.
oh no.
While she thinking, Michelle said, or just the eraser.
Oh man. Because
Wow.
hey, this is
Wow.
good. I need to write something
Wow.
like that. This is funny.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm gonna
evening,
say
Kim.
this because everybody. Okay, so every man is different, and then every woman's size is different too. So you just got to find the right combination. You know what works for the both of you, because somebody's regular size can be small to somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So
That's
it
true.
only matters to the people that are actually engaging, because you might have something that don't fit well but work well. I don't know. Or you might have something too big that's uncomfortable, and then that's not a good thing either. So size has to be compatible in both people, the woman's size and the man's size. And that's all I got to say about that.
And maybe the man ain't too small. Maybe she too big. She been around the block too many times.
True.
That's what I said. So it's gotta, your
Yeah.
size gotta be You
That's
know, women, the size matter to men too, because you be like, girl, what happened to Frank? Oh, he in me. He done fell in me, girl. He's still there. I'm gonna get rid of him next week. I'm gonna get rid of him next week, girl. He done fell in there. He trying to find his way out. You know what I'm saying? So size
Wow.
matter for the men too. So the question goes both ways, but
So, because I'm
Because it definitely goes both ways. We're gonna talk about
we're gonna extend. Size matters. We've come to this conclusion right out the rip. Size matters for the ladies. We ain't got to the fellas yet. Size matters. Is the mattering of the size based on excuse me, based on what you see or what you feel?
That's a good question.
feelings.
Hold on, because in some of our previous conversations we've had, right? We've heard some of the ladies say, yeah, you know, because he be sending me them unwanted pics, right?
Yeah.
And maybe they saw that pic and it was the eraser versus the blue pencil, or maybe it was the number 2 yellow pencil. I don't know which one it was, but something about it wasn't appealing to the lady. And that's before, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I'm just taking a stab at it, before she even
No pun intended.
Stab at it.
That was a good one.
Hey,
before
pun.
she even allowed him to even be blessed with that opportunity, she
Wow.
saw it.
Brown.
So now she wants to make a decision on, that ain't enough for me, or that's too big for me, or no buku over here, no can do, right? So what is it,
Right.
ladies? Is it based off of sight, or is it based off of feel?
Feel.
How it feels eventually, but sometimes if you do get a picture like that, you just don't text back.
He said sometimes.
He said sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes no.
Abort mission. I'm good.
Meanwhile, we're keeping the picture in our phone for a girl.
Right. Look at this.
Look at this hot mess.
Nuts.
My
Show y'all my
kindergarten pencil was bigger. Okay. Ladies in the
Yeah,
audience, you guys,
I
thank
say
y'all for
sight
participating.
too.
Continue, please.
I say sight, and look, because if I get like a turtleneck or something sent to me, that's a no go. That's a block,
That
instant
went
block.
so far that way.
Did she say?
She said turtleneck, aka the anteater.
Man, god darn. Good
The
God, mighty.
anteater.
Nobody wants to see that. I don't want to see that, sir.
Not even the elephant trunk. She said a turtleneck.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Okay.
I don't either, Miss Day. I
But
don't like
I mean,
pictures.
you know, a picture can be deceiving. It depends on the angles and all of that. It could be deceiving. So you think like, ooh, yeah, I can work with that, and then be like, no.
So then that goes back to what my sister says. Curve, no curve is a factor too.
Yeah, I'm to the left.
Mm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry I said that out loud.
Oh man.
Yes, Snoopy, I don't need to know that information about
I'm
you.
sorry.
Well,
Shoot, be do. Oh my God.
I'm sorry I said that.
there goes the
I don't.
neighborhood.
I don't. My ears are burning.
My brother says, Mark Leonard out of Pittsburgh says, hitting the bottom versus scraping walls. Which
Well,
reminds me of,
let's be clear about something, gentlemen. You're not hitting nobody's back out, okay? I just want to clear that myth up.
Well,
Oh,
medically speaking, I'm not.
My sister.
I'm gonna stay out of it.
You are not. Let's just stop the shenanigans right now, okay? You're not.
Technically, how long is the
Okay.
birth canal? That's my question.
Oh my God. Yes, exactly. Okay. Like,
If
we're going to stop that myth right now, sirs, and we're not going to say that ever again. Okay?
I'm gonna leave it there because when she say something, things happen, and then the internet explodes. So
Should be due.
Oh, damn it.
PK.
PK says, excuse me, when soliciting pics, you have to ask for it to be placed next to universal object for comparison.
Get that water
Wow.
bottle.
Wow.
Oh,
She said,
wait.
or so
But
I
here's
heard.
or so I've heard.
I never
Right.
knew that. Now that makes sense.
Wow.
If I had known, okay. Yeah, my feelings hurt. For nothing. Didn't even know. I didn't know.
So-
Geometry really wasn't my subject, so I didn't really see.
All the while, I used to really think that, men, because this is the picture that we've been painted. Men are nothing but horn dogs. That's what we are. Horn dogs.
It's everybody.
You're right.
That's what I've come to understand at this late date
Otherwise,
and age.
civilization will cease to exist. There won't be no people nowhere. We just be
Come
out
on,
there
man.
just wasting away.
Okay, ladies, y'all have anything else before I carry on to the fellas?
No, go ahead so we can talk.
Okay,
This has
let's
been
talk.
highly entertaining thus far.
This is very
Fellas.
good stuff. This is good entertainment.
Fellas,
I got one more thing to say.
please.
Then no matter what you working with, master your stroke. If you master your stroke, it's too
I
far.
be stroking.
Okay, I'm a mute up. I'm a mute up.
Stroking.
Keep it going.
Stroke it to the
You gotta
left.
know what you're doing. You gotta know what you're doing, no matter size.
Okay, because guess what? At the same time, for as funny as this can be, or as awkward as it can be, guess what? We learning something, fellas. We better be learning something. For those fellas that's in the audience right now, you need to be listening, because what Miss Day just said about fellas, let's just erase this myth because you ain't blowing nobody's back out. Okay, we understand. At least
But
we do
that's-
here.
That's why it's important not to brag on your doodle. I under promise and over deliver. That's you ain't never gonna. I got the big. I'm gonna let you tell me that. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
And I just hope you tell the truth when you tell it.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey.
Hey, look me in my eye and tell me exactly.
Look me in this eye right here and say this what you want.
Okay. So
She should be asleep afterwards, saying nothing.
That's what Richard Pryor said. Well, go ahead.
well,
'Cause he
so
said-
fellas, we've heard from Tanya, 100 proof. We've heard from Fuego Fuego. We heard from Miss Day. 3, if you out there, you chickened out on us. I already know you did. You chickened out
You're
on us.
right.
But
She
anywho-
listening. She listening.
But anywho, fellas,
Yes,
what's
sir.
your take on size?
Snoopy,
And you
you
can
want this one
rebuttal
first?
to the ladies and what they said,
I
or
won't.
you can expand the horizon on the male's perspective to the ladies.
Come on, Mello.
Uh-oh.
Well, like I just said, I'm not gonna brag on mine. So that will be my advice to all men. Like, oh boy, I don't know who said that, hitting the bottom. If you hitting it good, they gonna let you know. But I don't come in. Oh yeah, girl, I'm gonna do this too. That's just not my style. So I'm gonna let you give me my high fives, my kudos, my round 3, 4s, and 5s, and we gonna go like that. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna brag on my shit. So that's just me. Now, as far as the size of the woman, like we all have said, you can tell the difference because they all different. But again, even for them, what the key goes, the tightness, the grip, and all that plays a part too. So if they have been around, or maybe it's just big for having a baby, I don't know, because they have to know how to work it just like we know how to work it. So
It's not
it
the
goes
baby.
both.
It's not the baby. It's not the baby because it goes back. So it's not the baby. So if it's big, it's
Elasticity.
not the baby.
Okay. Well, whatever it is, they got to know how to work it too. Because if I fall in and meet Fred, I'm like, woohoo, help!
Literally.
I can't. I can't.
Man, how long you been in here?
Roll the
How long
white
you
line.
My stomach is hurting right
I cannot.
now. Fred
could
and Barney
not.
up in here. Okay. The dude.
Yes, sir. Yes.
What say you?
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Well, to answer the question on the floor, yes, for men. Well, I can't speak for all men. So this dude, yes,
Named Devin.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start. So for the dude Devin, I gotta speak in third person because there's three of me. You had to look at the way that women look at it. Like, okay, there's size matters for a man's size. It's the same way for men with women, but it's a little bit different. So if let's say a guy, he knows, hey, I am well endowed. If I see this woman's yoni, and it's kind of like, oh, that's not really. I don't want it to be uncomfortable to her. I may need a little bit bigger, So with that being said, I don't want it to look like it should be on a sandwich either, because if it looks like if you take a picture of it and you send it to me, and I'm like, oh, if you steal that Subway,
I cannot.
give me one of them from Subway. Put a little extra mustard on there. And
I'm so confused right now. I am so confused.
I'm serious.
I'm not, because
You don't-
PK
okay.
is saying it right here.
Okay, you know what? If the lips look like this, that might not be what you want to do there, Jack. Or if you like that, that may be your thing. Then of course we can go into the aspect of the tightness or the lack thereof. That's not necessarily appealing. If everybody wants to be held,
If there's no tension, is that what
there's
you're
no
trying to say?
tension. It's like a church hug. Just you're like, I don't feel that. But it might come in and it's like, oh yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I was looking for. So yeah, in that aspect, in my opinion, in my experience, that it does matter, and it does matter on who you are versus who she is and how it fits together. Because what may be good for me might be terrible to somebody else, or vice versa.
Somebody said so. Small women are out.
But women, I've heard, not all, but I've heard that women brag. I've been bragged to by women before, and I'm just like, that's not. You lied to me. You said stuff that ain't that, and I'm just like, you didn't have to do all that. See, now I gotta look at it like, man, what else you ain't gonna tell me the truth about? Because you said that this thing was gonna have me, and I'm just like, what you say? Could have had a V8, went for a walk, or did some push-ups, or took a cold shower, or played a video game instead of trying to figure out, what the combination to this master lock is. That it's been open before, but it just might have been different.
He said it's been open before.
So
Can you please read PK's last comment, please?
PK's last comment, Roger that. Not everyone is a fan of the hanging drapes or sandwich meat cooch.
Sandwich meat cooch, exactly.
Size absolutely does matter. And I'm gonna extend what PK just said even a little bit
What
further.
was a savage meat cook?
Sandwich, bro. That's that
salami.
salami.
That Arby's
Ooh.
cheddar cheese.
Those lips be hanging out.
Roast beef.
Oh my god.
I don't want the number 6. No,
Look,
not my way.
No.
Sasha just texted me and said, "Dad, could you please stop being nasty? Please."
No, because the conversation needs to be talked about. This is the reason why we having some of these issues in the world today.
Sorry,
So, hey, no worries. She a big girl. She gonna
Sasha
learn
this
one
is
way or
for the
another.
grown. This for the grown, baby girl.
So my
You
brother
get over here.
Eric Johnson, aka Clutch, says, don't forget appearance.
That's it.
Okay.
It
So
all
I'm
plays a role.
gonna go a little further because we've talked about the appearance for the men. That's usually what starts baiting the ladies in. Like, ooh, got him. I like that. Appearance for the fellas is important too. Would y'all agree or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right down to if you walk around here with Biggie Smalls afro when he was a baby on the cover of his album
Don Cornelius.
on your then we got a problem. Why? Because in that matter, size matters. Big afro, little natural.
It's like if you looking like, like Michael Jackson, if you looking like that, why you asking me to come for dinner? That's no, I don't. If you guys food right now, it's her and you the whole plate of garbage. Tell me I'm lying.
Look,
This panel is a mess.
Carla
Nobody
said,
said nothing yet. I'm just
no
letting y'all know.
taco
Nobody
meat.
want her on their food.
No
Thank
taco
you.
meat. We don't
Thank
want
you,
no
Carla.
taco meat.
Thank you, Carla.
That could go for men too. Men
Exactly.
need to groom
Yes,
as well.
yes. Yes, yes.
What is that?
Mystery.
Lynn, somebody else,
Oh my god.
tissue. Oh my God! It's
Come on, Adrian. Come on, Adrian.
Adrian says, why have a V8 when you can have a V12?
Uh-oh.
Come on, that's Proby. Go for him. Get him, Proby.
Boom.
Get that. Oh, this dude, you wrong. He just said, I love tacos. Really? Really?
Everyone has their own preference.
Right.
Hey, they got a. Hey, there's a fetish for that.
Yeah, it's yeah.
That ain't on my plate though. That ain't on my plate.
Okay, so we 40 minutes in. We understand at this point now, size matters.
Size matters.
Fellas. If you're going to send those random pics, make them count.
Use something to
Get your bottle of
You better
water.
you better be sure.
Get your bottle of water. If you don't measure up, don't send the pic. That's my suggestion.
As my brother told me, you better come correct.
You got a rule
Because you gonna hear about it. If you don't,
Proceed with caution.
Proceed.
she gonna tell her friends, who gonna tell her friends, who gonna tell her friends.
And let's just go ahead and be honest about it. Let's just say that this guy is well endowed and he sends that picture. Now, when you go around, she liked it. And what if she did show her friends? That's going to be an uncomfortable situation because now your lady friend and her girlfriends are all looking at you like, you looking like, why y'all looking at me like I'm a piece of meat? Because that's what you showed. So it's not all, it ain't always about being, if you don't want the attention, then
Look at that.
you got to think about it.
Look at that. What did Monique just
Who's
say?
sharing the pic? See?
He's sharing the pic.
You're right.
At least
I'm not
at
sharing
least
no
my best friend.
pictures with my
You're
girlfriend that
but
I'm
Monique
potentially.
Hey,
No, I'm not sharing no pictures that I'm potentially might be checking
Hey.
out. I'm not sharing those pictures with my
Carla
girlfriend.
just said,
You're not even
I'm
gonna
gonna
fool with it.
post
You
you, little man. She gonna post you, little man. Look at that.
wow.
You there?
So she's gonna post little man, but what if it's big man? Is she gonna post that?
Uh-oh.
Or
No.
medium man, or yeah, I want that man. What about that? She gonna post that?
No, I'm not posting
Mm.
nothing like
So it's all about humiliation, but not preservation.
Celebration. Celebration.
Yes,
Yeah,
Michelle.
so
Yes,
you can't
Michelle.
celebrate,
I'm
but
not
you gonna humiliate.
sharing no
Hey.
pics.
Who's gonna come
I'm
out?
not sharing no pictures of anybody that I'm potentially thinking about chickening with.
Chicken and with.
Ridiculous.
Okay.
I'm
So
not going to post
um,
any, but I might share with my best friend. Either way, good or bad.
Bottom line, somebody
I will
else
see
is
that
gonna
picture.
end up seeing it.
see, thank you, Monique. I appreciate you for the honesty, the candidness. No, we just gonna talk about big man. Ain't sharing his pic. They not gonna celebrate like that. She
Right.
gonna hold that to herself like the
But
rest
if-
of the ladies. They go,
But if he ain't talking about nothing, oh yeah, I need to show everybody this. So then when he come around, everybody like, what y'all laughing at? What's
that's
going
all
on?
mine right there. I'm not sharing
That's
that.
fucked up.
Mm-mm.
That's fucked up.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, on the flip side, ladies, you too have an obligation. If you got sandwich meats
Mhm.
in front of your
Wolf,
kids, you might want to do something to fix that.
Or if they pass their extended warranty, you know how when
Uh-oh.
you buy a car after your 5 years, what is it, 60,000 miles, then you get the
Mm.
extended warranty. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You know what? Can I add something to that real quick
You
about
don't
this
have
whole
to ask.
conversation? And I don't know, and I know y'all probably not old enough to watch adult films, but those people, the people, the men and the women both get surgical things to their genitals to make it look appealing. So when when people watch porn,
when
when people watch porn and they see this stuff, they start to think that that's what a majority or what you're supposed to look like. When in actuality, that guy wasn't born with all those inches, and she wasn't born with all that beautiful pie for the panties. You see what I'm saying? So then, when you see somebody in real life, you're expecting to see what you would see on a movie, and you're expecting to be able to do, and somebody else to be doing something to you that you would see on a movie, and it's a
That's
fantasy.
true.
It's not reality.
That's
I just
true.
want to throw that in. A lot of folks don't know that, but
Yeah.
I mean, I heard it.
should be due. Okay.
Each one teach one.
I like this. Keita Beck said, "It's my little secret."
Oh man, this is just.
I dig it. I dig it. So, anybody, final comments on does size matter? Anybody?
I'ma just say that men need to groom themselves too.
Don't.
and make sure it don't smell.
Oh wow.
Well, on the other side now, I mean, I like fish.
Oh.
I like to deep fried catfish and salmon and all that, but that doesn't mean when I go in the back, that's what I want.
Right,
Ooh, I
right,
smell some fish. I'm like, well, I smell some fish. What y'all think out here? That's what I'm gonna be on.
But I agree with Tanya on that one.
Everybody
It's
needs to wash.
important.
Can we agree that
Michelle-
everybody needs to wash? Don't
Look,
nobody
Michelle
want high
said-
blood pressure.
Michelle said drink plenty of water.
Yes.
Oh, you don't want it thick and globby?
Nobody. Nope. Or if you don't drink enough water, you could be dry and pasty.
Okay.
Now hold on. For the men, if the men don't drink water, they could have a problem with him getting completely or two. So you need that water. I mean, we're gonna talk straight.
Come on, at our age, they might get a leg cramp.
Hey.
You
yeah.
said what?
Stay hydrated.
Yeah. Ain't nothing like catching the leg cramp or a cramp in your toes. You like
Right. Hey, but
dying inside.
but the real G's gonna plow through it.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Better.
I think he talking about that Don Cornelius stuff we were talking about a few minutes ago. They plowing through this.
Shoot.
No, I don't want that. I ain't plowing through that.
Okay. So
All of a sudden, my phone gonna ring. You know what? I got something to do. I forgot.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I decided, since we were having this pre-conversation anyway, and on this tone, we know it's important. We gotta have.
Tanya, was that water? You preparing?
It is. It is.
I know that we
That's
need
all take a
to
break.
Yes, it is. You
do
have to stay
better.
hydrated.
Make sure that we stay aware
Yeah.
of our sizes, men and women alike.
And the
Then
appearance.
It made me think, because I had a conversation with one of our followers, and we're just throwing different ideals and topics of what we could talk about back and forth. And I really wanted it to kind of stick along the lines of, since we already here, let's stay here, right? Anybody in here born again virgin, maybe? Anybody?
She said born again virgin.
I'm just making sure.
What does
because
that
it's
even
next-
mean? That's
I
like
don't
a
know.
Right.
I've heard it, but I'm gonna hit y'all with this question. Here we go.
Celibate for a long time.
Then getting back in.
We all have had sexual relations in our life time frame at this point.
Okay.
I want you to Betty Wright with me, Betty Wright. I want you to go back, think back to your very first time.
Okay.
Now, I know for some of y'all that's a long time, but I need y'all to come on now, catch up with me. Catch up. If you could go back to the very first time, my question is, would you take your virginity back?
Can I keep the knowledge I got since I lost it? Can I keep
So
that
you
knowledge?
saying it wasn't good then?
Oh,
Is that what you're saying?
good.
No.
But on the other hand, it
I
was
Not so good.
I mean, because you goofy. You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
so.
But I was with the older woman, and it was
You
good.
didn't know.
Okay.
Well, I didn't know, but it was good to me.
Well, of course, you know, we and then that's it. You know, she probably just like, okay, now next time, this is what you need to do.
Well, she did. It was instructional.
Yeah, you need instruction, you know, instruction for.
Let me ask the question.
I would take mine back.
If you could get your virginity back, would you?
But I think a lot of women would say that. I would
Yeah,
take mine back.
I would take mine
Because
back.
I've heard that question answered before, and they seem to say that more than not.
I would take mine back because of the experience. It wasn't cool.
Okay.
I probably
So-
should have had a younger one, maybe at the time.
Michelle Finnison said, I would.
Yeah, I would
See?
too.
Man,
Car-
look,
Carla said,
I
hell
wouldn't.
yes.
See,
I would
told you.
not. I would not take mine back.
I done
They
just
said
came
no.
from so long. I done came from a long way, y'all, and I don't want to. I don't want to lose my tenure.
Alyssa said, I would. Deidre
Miss J,
said, yes. I know. I
Miss
got Miss
J,
Day.
why wouldn't you?
And
No, I would
Phil.
not take mine back.
Okay.
I had a
Hold on.
beautiful experience.
Hold on. We're going to get to you. I want to hear this one. I hate to say it, but I do. And Adrian, a fellow, said, I would too, actually. Mika said, nope. It's still
Okay.
relevant.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. That's an interesting angle. Come on,
Right.
Miss Day. Talk to us. Tell us about it. I don't know.
Well,
if
I don't
really
want to know
wanna
all
hear
the
it.
details.
All right. I was about to say,
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
want
if
to know
I
all
really-
the details.
Don't do that.
I really
I
don't
wasn't gonna
know.
give y'all
I don't
no.
need to be
I wasn't
hearing
gonna
this.
give y'all no. I wasn't gonna
Hey.
give y'all no
And
details.
keep them
I'm
babies
just
out the street.
saying. I'm just. I'm just saying it was with somebody that I loved, and I thought it was time, and it was not a bad experience because of the love we shared. So I would not take mine back. It was a beautiful experience.
Okay, I can deal with that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mine's pretty much the same. I wouldn't take mine back either. It was a man who was a little bit older than me, so it was a good experience, and there was somewhat of feelings there. So, and
Okay.
he's no longer on this earth, so it's good.
Okay.
Keep it.
I tell you what, man. I wouldn't.
It was a man. What?
I said, I tell you what, man.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't.
Hey, no judgment. No judgment. I'm just.
No, because
I just wanted to
hey, I ain't
say
on
it loud.
trial. Look,
Enunciate.
This is a safe
Here's what-
space. It's a
here's
safe
where I'm at
space.
with it. Here's why I'm at with it. I say that no, I wouldn't take it back, but I would erase some of the experiences that I had after I lost it. I'll say that. Because what y'all are talking about, as far as like the first time, I didn't have a great experience or a terrible experience. It was a thing that is like, okay, it happened. But there's been some times that didn't happen after that. And I was like, man, my first time wasn't that bad. So could I take some of them away? A couple few of them, please.
You said take a couple of them. You only
I
get
said,
one
I said a couple.
one
of few.
episode virginity. You only get one episode.
No, I'm not talking about
Like
the
afterwards.
after the fact. After
Oh,
I've been
okay.
sexually active, the stuff that has happened
Okay.
between then and now, it's like there's some things that I could have went without.
Definitely. I think we probably all can say
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
But you can't unring a bell, and you can't undo it.
No, there's a couple that I don't count. They wasn't worth it, so they're not in my count.
No, nope, you can't do that. Okay, tell that to a lie detector test.
So what?
Mhm.
Take a lie detector test and say that and see if you pass it.
Mm.
I'm not going to pass a lie detector test, but in my count, I'm not counting them.
Okay. Snoopy Cliff Mello, what you got to say?
He been quiet.
What do I have to say? Oh, I think I said it. I wouldn't take mine back
Okay, I missed that.
because
Sorry.
because it was a older woman, like I said. And
Oh yeah, you did say that. You did say that. Okay.
so,
Well, let me give you my long drawn out response.
Yeah, you ain't chimed in yet, man.
If I had it to do all over again, I absolutely, positively would, period, take it back. I honestly was a virgin until I was 21 years of age. No BS.
Really?
I explored the world. My mama took a trip to Mississippi, and I had her car,
Got him.
Hyundai
Down in the country.
XL 3-door with the hatchback.
Down in the country.
And I went to go see this girl, and we watched Arsenio Hall show.
I was late.
And everything after that, I mean, the feeling was great. I'm not going to complain about that. They say you don't miss nothing until you actually had it. So sorry, baby girl, if you're still watching, but the hotness, the wetness was great. But the mental torment that I went through after the fact is what really messed me up. And when I say it messed me up, when you drive it down the street thinking that you're going to die because you just sinned.
Oh, yeah.
You just sinned. So I'm thinking I'm
You in
going
the
to get
South too,
hit
so,
by a car, truck, anything.
lightning bolt. All this.
I'm not going to make it home. And I had a 20-minute ride basically to get from her house to my house. So I didn't like that part of it. What we did, how it went down, the end result, I was good with it until that part. And then later on, she disclosed that she was pregnant, but she got rid of the baby. So I had no idea. To this day, I don't know if she was telling me the truth or telling a lie. But if I could take that part back, guess what? I would do that. I would do that. Not everybody could say that they held on for that long, but I did. I had a very structured upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, I still respect my mom for bringing me up the way she did. Nothing but love for her for that. Because we focus so much on sex. Go get it. And once you do get the taste of it, you want it. We know that.
When you say taste, you mean go ahead.
Never mind. You know what? This guy right here.
We talking about it. I just want context.
Hey, I'm just saying. Once you get a sample of it,
Okay.
you're gonna want it. And you're gonna want it. So
hey,
at this point,
before I go, I gotta say this. I had to tell one of the young men who a friend of a friend wanted me to mention something about sex to their son. What am I gonna say? That's not my kid, but one of the things I did say is sex is one of the things, and probably the only thing for a man that it took 9 months for us to get out of it. But once we get it, we spend the rest of our lives trying to get back in it.
Trying to get back in there.
can I take you out on a date? What's your name is? Can we go out? How you doing?
Right.
Forget about it.
Right.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. So
Ah,
that's my story on that one. I wish I could go backwards just a little bit because I just want to see things different.
and that's
for myself.
understandable. And I feel you on that because I was 18 and I didn't have those thoughts, but I did have that strict church upbringing. So it's like whatever you do that's considered to be wrong in the Bible, going to hell. You know, you hear somebody's in your head saying that because you've heard it your whole life. I went to a private school until I was in the 3rd grade that was ran by a Baptist church. So of course, I know exactly. And then you say you was in Mississippi. Yeah, you down here. Oh yeah, they real cold with it. They almost like manipulative with it, for whatever their reasons may be. Maybe they really believe it, or they just don't want the family name to be destroyed because of having children out of wedlock. I mean, it's differences in different regions. But I know down here that's how it is. So,
Right.
yeah.
Didn't want to bring no babies home, no grandbabies. I know my mama
Right.
was like, "You better not. Don't bring
Right.
nothing up in here." Period. So, even at that age, my mom was holding her children accountable.
Right.
At least myself and my sister. She was holding us accountable. You better not bring nothing up in here. Period.
No, nothing. No.
I will not.
And
how
don't come here talking about no antibiotics neither.
Come on. How some of us parents be like, I'm too young to be nobody grandmama. I'm not about to be no grand nothing. But then as soon as that baby come, you always got the kid or kids.
Right.
So Snoopy Cliff Mello, thank you for being here, bro. I think you already out. I'm not sure, but
No, he ain't did.
Now he is.
Yes, he did. He didn't
Snoopy
do
Cliff Mello.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was me. I think that we all have a lot to learn, and we should be sharing these experiences. I know I'm going to hear it from my own child. I'm going to have to share some of this, but it's good for them to know.
Yeah.
Because when the time comes for them to make rash decisions for their own bodies, do you really love them?
Are you gonna call me like you said you would?
Since we are lying here all for the first time, you and I. Y'all don't know nothing about that right there. You don't know nothing about that. But
y'all don't know nothing about that.
Take the time to share some of your experiences. Our children, our young adults, they need us more now than they ever have. Why? Because a lot of the things that we experienced as young adults, our children don't have the time to experience it as a young adult. They going straight into adulthood. There ain't no looking back.
Sure.
They come in with babies, multiples.
For sure.
They come in with uncurable diseases, whatever.
Facts.
Yeah.
We had been afforded the opportunity to, you could dip in that, get a little wet, and come out unscathed. Go dipping if you want to. Go ahead. You come out hot.
Boink.
Boinked. There you go. Boinked. Buwent. Boinked. Yeah. So let's make sure that we take care of our children. Make sure that they understand. And I get it. They got their own mentalities and they're going to do what they want to do. But you have to help them. You have to reason with them. Let me show you, baby girl. Let me show you my son. I don't have a son. I got a daughter. Let me teach you. Hush up, girl. Ain't nobody talking to you. Googleina, she all over here. We have to teach them, though. You got 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, and up. You think they ain't exposed to sex?
It's younger
way more than you'll ever know because you got TV, social media, and then of course they go to school. I know what I was getting exposed to when I went to school because people were saying they was already active and stuff. Some of them were lying, but some of them were telling the truth. And you know, the proof is here. Now they got a small team at the house.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
back to back to back to back to back. You know, so it's like, oh man, you really was. Now you can't even enjoy some of those same things you was enjoying when we was younger because you got to worry about. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know, and then you don't really think about stuff like that until you get past it. Now it's like, oh man, I can't even pack.
Pack. There it is.
Don't shoot yourself in the foot. You know,
Shoot, be do. Well,
y'all silly.
I appreciate you guys for as awkward as it is, because you know we could talk about whatever. I get it,
Yeah.
but guess what? When you're trying to be respectful, you know, if it was just us, we would have been talking the talk, but we still have to have a level of discretion,
Yeah.
a level of respect, not trying to sugarcoat, not trying to water down the message. But at the end of the day, the message needs to be heard on all levels. We still need to teach ourselves. We need to teach our children. We need to teach that young adult that's in our life that don't have no structure.
Mhm.
That hot mama that's running around with the Dukes on. Or not even Dukes, the dolphin shorts that ain't even her size. They just all up in the front and back, right? We need the young man to be respectful for like that. I get it. Twerking is what's in for some of us. Some of
Okay.
us prefer the cha-cha. It all
That's still
depends
gangster
on who
one.
you're dealing with.
Yeah.
The two-step.
Come on, man. So, to
And
my
none
people.
of us want a turtleneck picture.
So what happened?
Wait,
Nobody wants a turtleneck picture.
Miss Day, let me just show you my statue that I bought. Let me just show you. Can you see my statue?
I can't see it clear as the glare on it.
Turn your camera on so you can see it.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna put my mute on. I'll put my mute on.
Turtleneck.
Oh my gosh, she said, and none of us want a turtleneck.
But you know what? With that being said, it's some people that don't even believe in it. So now it's like you kind of people get discriminated on because of their belief or their upbringing, you know, and that's a whole another topic because there are some, unsnipped brethren, and they probably go through and they probably hear all this,
Who wants the elephant? Sydney, the elephant.
It's somebody for everybody.
Yeah, somebody want it. I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess they.
Not me.
Not me.
Wait, go say not me.
I'm with you, Fuego. Not me either.
And
I
I
appreciate
second that. Not
Right.
me.
I appreciate you guys. To all of you who are new to the Gentleman After Dark network here, please like, share, and subscribe. If you are on YouTube, that's G-Man After Dark, G-M-A-N After Dark. Please take a moment and subscribe to the channel. Get your notifications. Be afforded the opportunity, opportunity to comment if you like. You got to be my friend on Facebook, or you got to at least subscribe to YouTube. And if you don't want to do that, then you can go to Twitch, TWITCH, and subscribe to Street Glide, STREETGLIDE, Street Glide, for my gamers. We just grown people, you guys, just trying to have some grown conversation. To my grown folk, them, thank you guys for being a part of this conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing some of who you are without totally putting yourself on Front Street, because I don't want that either. Yeah, thank y'all for not showing your pic. Thank you for not giving us no sandwich meats.
Curtains.
Yeah.
No curtains,
Yeah.
no. But at the same
Yeah.
time, man, thank y'all for being who y'all are. Because without you guys, guess what? The message wouldn't be delivered. So I applaud you. Let me give it to you one time. Shouts out to my grown folk them. And then to my audience, you guys have been so lovely and entertaining. All y'all.
As always.
You know, my
Just
dude,
horn
Damon
dog.
DJ Jackson in the building. Soul Body Mind Detox. I see you. Mika Meeks in the building. I thank you guys. Adrian, thank you, man, for being here. Yvette Minor, I see you on Friday night. Absolutely. You know it. Thank you for being here. All the way from Atlanta, Georgia, you guys. TT is in the building. Thank you, TT. I appreciate you. Right? Miss Darlene Paris is in the building. And Michelle Finnison. If I didn't say your name properly, I say it again. Michelle Finnison's in the building. And Sasha Pooh. I'm sorry. Daddy's sorry. But I ain't sorry. So that's our time. Unless you guys got something else that you want to say goodnight to the people, please. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you. And we're going to go ahead and leave out like this. I think we're going to leave out like, wait, I see a comment. Maybe it said real talk. We'll take that. So yeah, we're going to go out the door just like this. From the desert to the sea, and to all who have decided to chat with me, good evening.